Good morning and welcome to our daily Devo for Wednesday morning, the 14th of December. The 14th of December, it is day 18 of Advent today. Our reading on this day is entitled, Look Up, Your Redemption is Drawing Near. Starts off with a part from a letter written from prison and then moves on to a part of a sermon that Bonhoeffer had preached before going to prison. Look up, your redemption is drawing nigh. Let's not deceive ourselves. Your redemption is drawing near, Luke 21:28, whether we know it or not. And the only question is, are we going to let it come to us too, or are we going to resist it? Are we going to join in this movement that comes down from heaven to earth? Or are we going to close ourselves off? Christmas is coming. Whether it is with us or without us depends on each and every one of us. Such a true Advent happening now creates something different from the anxious, petty, depressed, feeble Christian spirit that we see again and again, and that again and again wants to make Christianity contemptible. This becomes clear from the two powerful commands that introduce our text. Look up and raise your heads, Luke 21:28 from the Revised Standard Version. Advent creates people, new people. We too are supposed to become new people in Advent. Look up. You whose gaze is fixed on this earth, who are spellbound by the little events and changes on the face of the earth. Look up to these words. You have turned away from heaven, disappointed. Look up, you whose eyes are heavy with tears and who are heavy and who are crying over the fact that the earth has gracelessly torn us away. Look up, you who burdened with guilt cannot lift your eyes. Look up, your redemption is drawing near. Something different from what you see daily will happen. Just be aware. Be watchful. Wait just another short moment. Wait, and something quite new will break over you. God will come. It's another prophecy that talks about suddenly he shall appear in his temple. And certainly that happened on the day when Mary and Joseph brought him for the Jewish rituals that needed to take place there, and for which Simeon had been longing. This part now is from a sermon that Dietrich Bonhoeffer preached on an Advent sermon he preached in a London church in December 3rd, 1933. You know what a mine disaster is. In recent weeks, we have had to read about one in the newspapers. The moment even the most courageous miner has dreaded his whole life long is here. It is no use running into the walls. The silence all around him remains. The way out for him is blocked. He knows the people up there are working feverishly to reach the miners who are buried alive. Perhaps someone will be rescued. But here in the last shaft, an agonizing period of waiting and dying is all that remains. But suddenly, a noise that sounds like tapping and breaking in the rock can be heard. Unexpectedly, voices cry out, "Where are you? Help is on the way." Then the disheartened miner picks himself up. His heart leaps. He shouts, "Here I am. Come on through and help me. I'll hold on until you come. Just come soon." A final, desperate hammer blow to his ear. Now the rescue is near. Just one more step, and he is free. We have spoken of Advent itself. That is how it is with the coming of Christ. Look up and raise your heads, because your redemption is drawing near. And then, obviously, the verse quoted is Luke 21:28. Now, when these things begin to take place, stand up and raise your heads, because your redemption is drawing near. Love the picture of the miner trapped in a mine and relating that to our waiting. When all seems lost, we lift up our heads, because we know our Messiah will return and he will deliver us. That's the joy, that's the mystery, that's the blessing of Advent, that we are in preparation for his coming, for his return. We celebrate that first one with all of my heart. I anticipate that second one. I hope you do too. Blessings to you today.